Okay, now we're done with the water control bucket. So now what we're going to do is we're going to connect this to the other buckets. And what we've done is we've got this gap here and we're controlling the water level. We've got about 1.5 inches to 2 inches of water in here. So we're going to connect it to this, and it's going to have the same water level inside this bucket as it does this bucket. So what we're going to start with, we're going to take this and set it aside. Don't damage the float, so you got to be careful with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, and we've got a 5/16 drill bit here. And we're going to drill a hole about, now there's a lip here. And so the bottom, what it looks like the bottom is not the bottom. The bottom is actually about right here. So pay attention to that. You don't need a ruler, but just so you see, the true bottom is about right there. So we're going to go up about 3/4 inch above that, and I'll just drill a hole. Safety goggles on, and so we'll drill a hole right about there. Okay, so the float is going to control the water level of about right here. So this is below the water level. So I am going to take this bucket, and this bucket has a little bit different lip on it, so you just got to pay attention to that. I'm going to drill a hole about the same level. You can just eyeball it, it's fine. Okay, now what we've got is we've got 1/4 inch tubing. This is really cheap stuff, that's why we're using this. I'm going to take about 2 feet of this. Just get your scissors, cut that off. Now we've got this expensive stuff. This is the 3/8 polyethylene tubing. And I'm going to take about a little bit over 1/2 inch of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that, just fit it in here. It goes in pretty easy. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it on the other end and just push this in and push it through the hole in the bucket. And what that does is it forces that latex to make that seal. So actually what I'm doing is I'm pushing from this end and I'm pulling from with my other hand on the latex. And we're getting a good seal. So what's happening is this 1/4 inch tube is pushing out on that latex tube and it's making a seal. That's a good seal there. You can't, that'll be a watertight seal. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit over 1/2 inch of this, and I'm just doing that to save money. And this one goes into this hole. That's not a very clean hole. So I'm going to put that in there. So now I'm going to take the other end of this 1/4 inch line. I'm going to squeeze it in there and push it through, just so that you don't push it through a lot, but just so that the 1/4 inch line is actually through the bucket, and that makes a great seal. That's it. So the water level that you control here is going to control the water level here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to drill another hole here and have it connected to another bucket. And we're going to keep doing that. And we can chain those together, and we can have 8 to 10 buckets connected and controlled, the water level controlled by this one bucket.